Good morning. Hi there. My name is Lena Kutsoyeva. I am a licensed clinical professional counselor. And today I wanted to give you a quick overview of what treatment is like. So today I'm going to focus on substance abuse treatment. Maybe you're someone who is struggling with drugs or alcohol and you're wondering what treatment is like. Or maybe you're worried about someone you care about and you're wondering what treatment is like. Just to keep this video brief, I'm going to talk only about addiction treatment today. So there's generally two options. You either get outpatient therapy, which means that you can go home and you're for a very brief time in your day in treatment, anywhere from 4 hours. Some places have evening programs. So if you're working or something like that, you can go to treatment after work. Those typically are offered throughout different areas, and they're either through a hospital or they kind of stand on their own. You want to go ahead and call for an assessment, and that just means that you're going to meet one-on-one with a counselor, go over your history, and kind of figure out if that's the best place for you. Some good questions to ask is if they offer maintenance medications. So if you're coming off of something like heroin or opiates, some places will offer Suboxone or Vivitrol, or have connections to places that can provide you with that. If you're struggling with alcohol use, they might have a psychiatrist on staff that can give you something like Antabuse or medication for anxiety. So another good question to ask is if there is a psychiatrist on staff. And typically when you come into treatment, you will be assigned a counselor. So that's someone that you meet with one-on-one, and that's your point of contact throughout treatment. And you will come in and learn about addiction. So it might be techniques on how to deal with your triggers. It might be learning about addiction itself and how it affects your brain and your body. And then after that, there's usually a group session that's offered by a professional. So either a counselor or a social worker will lead that group, and you can talk about your struggles openly in the group and get support that way. A lot of these outpatient places will also have 12-step meetings, usually before or after treatment, so you can get hooked into a network of sober people. So that's sort of the quick and dirty of outpatient treatment. Most programs will be about 3 months to start with, and when you're done with sort of the intense preliminary part of it, where it's 2 hours, maybe 4 hours, depending on the intensity. After that, you graduate to an aftercare program. So it's just less hours, and those are typically just very small groups that last about an hour. So that is outpatient treatment. For residential inpatient treatment, like going away to rehab or the 28-day programs you've probably heard about, those can last anywhere from a week up to 28 days, depending on insurance. If you don't have insurance, there are some state-run programs that you can go to at no cost to you. And basically, you will go in and be assessed by someone in the medical field. So that can be a nurse practitioner, it might be a nurse, and they will figure out the best course of treatment for you. A lot of these inpatient places have an in-house, fully staffed nursing station. So they will offer you detox medications. Once you feel stable enough, you typically meet with a counselor one-on-one. And that will be your point of contact throughout treatment. And again, there's going to be groups. You're going to learn about addiction and different mental health struggles. There's typically a psychiatrist on staff. that can help with medications. And if you have any mental health struggles as well, you can get medications that way. And if you go to kind of like an upscale, fancier place for rehab, which is typically covered by insurance, very limited amounts, but if you have the money, they obviously are happy to take it. And those places will have fancy leisure activities like yoga and surfing and meditation groups, stuff like that. And these are lockdown facilities, which means that they're heavily controlled. Not anyone can come in or out, but typically, if for whatever reason you don't want to finish treatment, you can leave. Also, your counselor will help you come up with an aftercare plan. So that might be continuing treatment with an outpatient program, getting into a group home, a halfway house, things like that. So sober living is the key to success once you are done with inpatient treatment. I hope you find this information helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below. And I will post my website as well if you want to reach out to me directly, if you have more specific questions. All right, thanks for listening. Please subscribe. All right.